Hello everyone, good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. So, in this video, I will cover class 8 maths chapter number 2, exercise 2.2. So, in my last video, I have completed till question number 4 of exercise 2.2. So, today I will start from question number 5. Okay, let's begin our question. Here is question number 5. Two numbers are in a ratio 5 is to 3. So two numbers are given and they are in the ratio 5 is to 3 if they differ by 18. So what is differ? Differ means minus. Okay, they are differ means the difference of these two ratio is how much? 18. Now what is the number? Now you have to find that number. Okay, now let's see the solution. Let the common ratio be x. There will be a common ratio, isn't it, between 5 is to 3. So we will assume that common ratio as x. Therefore the number will be 5x and 3x, because the common ratio is what? X, isn't it? So it will become 5x and 3x. Again, according to question, it is given they differ by 18. So what it means? They differ means difference of these two ratio 5x minus 3x is equal to how much? 18. Okay, according to the question. Now 5 minus 3 is what? 2. So 2x equal to 18. Now x equal to, if you will transfer this to here, it will become how much? 18 divide 2. Now 18 divide 2 is how much? 9. So what is the value of x? Value of x is 9. Therefore the ratio will be what we have took. We took 5x and 3x. Therefore the number is 5x. 5x means what? 5 multiply 9, that is what? 45. And the another number is what? 3x. So 3 into 9 is 27. So these are the ratio 45 and 27. Okay, I will solve it. Yes, the number is 5x. So 5 into 9 is 45, and the another number. So there are two numbers, isn't it? Two numbers are given, the ratios are given. So the ratio will be what? 45 is to 27. Okay, now come to our next question. Question number 6. 3 consecutive integer add up to 51. So 8 means what? You have to understand the one words. Okay, each word you have to understand. For a word question, you have to understand the sentence properly, then only you will able to make the equation. So 3 consecutive. So consecutive means what? It will increase 1 1 1. Suppose 1, then next will be 2, then next will be 3. So consecutive means it will increase by 1 1 1. Okay, now 3 consecutive integer. 8 means what? Plus. If you will add 3 consecutive number integers, then it will become how much? 51. Then what are these integers? So what are the 3 integer when you will add, and you will get what? 51. Okay, so let's see the solution. Here is our solution. Let 3 consecutive integer be what? X. Okay, let 3 consecutive integer be x. 3 we have to write, isn't it? 3 integers. So first we will assume as x, and next will be x plus 1, because consecutive means what? The number will increase by 1 1 1. So x, then x plus 1, and next is x plus 3. Now according to question, it is given what? It is given this 3 consecutive integer is add up to how much? 51. That means first consecutive, what is it? X, and next is what? X plus 1, and the third one is what? X plus 2. So when you will add all these, you will get how much? 51. Now you will add only the variable, isn't it? X x x. How many x? 3x. Now 1 plus 2 is how much? 3, equal to 51. Now 3x is equal to 51 minus 3. Now 3x equal to 51 minus 3. How much you will get? You will get 8 and 48. 8, isn't it? Now x equal to, if you will transfer this here, it will become what? Multiply will become divide. Now x equal to, if you will divide, how much you will get? 1 and 9. So x value is how much? 19. So we got x value 19. So three consecutive numbers are, therefore the three numbers are what? X means what? 19. So first number is 19 and second one x plus 1. So x plus 1 once means 19 plus 1 is equal to 20, and the third one is given how much? X plus 2. That means 19 plus 2, how much you will get? 21. So with what are the number? The numbers are 19, 20 and 21. These are the three consecutive integer, and when you will add, you will get how much? 51. Now the next question is the sum of three consecutive multiples of 8. Now you will write three consecutive and also it will be a multiples of what? 8. Okay, sum of three consecutive, but it will be what? Multiples of 8. That consecutive number will be multiples of 8 is how much? 888. Now find the multiples. You have to find the three multiples value. Now our solution is question number 7 solution. Let the three consecutive multiples of 8, what is it? Multiples of 8, isn't it? Be 8x. Suppose these are x, x plus 1, x plus 2. These are three consecutive integer, isn't it? But here it will be a multiples of 8. So you will multiply with 8 in each three terms. So 8x, again 8x plus 1, again 8x plus 2. Now again, if you will add all this value according to question, 8x plus 8x plus 1 plus 8x plus 2 is equal to 888. Now what you will do? You will break this bracket, isn't it? This is in distributive law. So you will break 8x. Now this 8 will multiply with x also and it will multiply with 1 also. 8 into x, it will become 8x. Now 8 into 1 is how much? 8. Plus 8 into x, 8x. Now 8 into 2 is how much? Plus 16 is equal to 888. Now you will plus all the variable. Variable means where there is a alphabet and it will be a like term, like variable. Now 8x, 8x, 8x. So how many 8x are there? 3. So how much you will get? 24x. Plus again 16 plus 8. You will get how much? 24x. Isn't it? Now, oh sorry, here no x, only 24, equal to 888. Now what you will do? You will transfer this 24 to right hand side. So what will remain here? 24x equal to 888 minus 24. Now 24x equal to, if you will minus 8 minus 4, you will get 4, and 4 minus 8 minus 2, you will get 6 and 8. Now x equal to, now you will transfer this 24 to right hand side. Here it is multiply, and if you will transfer here, it will become what? Everybody know this. It will become divide, isn't it? It will become what? Divide. Now if you will divide 864 with 24, what will be the answer? So you can cancel this, isn't it? Both will go with 4. 4 6 the 24. Then 4 2 1 and 6. Now again you can cancel with 2. 2 3 is a 6 and 2 108. It will go. Now we can try to cancel this with 3. 3 ones are 3. Then 3 3s are 9. Again 3 3s are 9 and 3 9s are 18. So how much you got? X equal to 39. What is the value of x? 39. So what are our three consecutive numbers? So our numbers are, so therefore the three consecutive multiples are what we take 8x, isn't it? 8x, then 8x plus 1, then 8x plus 2. Now 8 into x, what is the value of x? 39. So again next 8 into 39 plus 1, again 8 into 39 plus 2. So if you will multiply 8 into x, what will be the answer? So 3 into 38. Oh, this one, if you will cancel 108 with 3, you will get 36. Okay, I made mistake. This is 36, not 9, 36. So x value is how much? 36. So I made mistake. This is 36. Okay, this is 36. So please correct it. This is 36. Now, because when you will divide 3 with 108, you will get 36, not 39. So correct this one. Now x value, how much we got? 36. So the three consecutive multiples are 8x, 8x plus 1, 8x plus 2. So 8x means 8 into 36. So your answer will be 288. Okay, and next if you will plus 36 plus 1, 37. 37 into 8, you will get 296. Again 36 plus 2, 36 plus 2, 38. 38 into 8, you will get 304. So our required number is 188, 196 and 304. Okay, now come to next question. Question number 9. So question number 8, I will give you as a homework. Question number 8 is what? I will give you as a homework. Now question number 9. The age of Rahul and Harun are in the ratio of 5:7. So the ratio of their age is given 5:7. 4 years later, the sum of their age will be 56 years. What are their present years? Okay, 4 years later. Suppose now you are, suppose for example, suppose you are 12 years old. So 4 years later. So 4 years later, your age will be how much? 12 plus 4, that means you will it will become 16, isn't it? 16 years old. Suppose you are in class 7 now, so 4 years later you will be in class 11, isn't it? If you will not fail in any class, you will be in class 11. So in that way, in the same way, their ratio is given 5:7. This is the ratio of their present age. But after 4 years, when you will sum the age of these two person, Rahul and Harun, it will become 56. So wherever you will get a ratio like this, there will be a one common ratio. Okay, that one you have to assume one variable. So let's see our solution. So wherever you will get ratio, what you need to take? You need to take one common ratio. So let the common ratio be what? X. So common ratio is what? X. Therefore the age of Rahul and Harun will be what? 5x and 7x, because their ratio is given 5:7. So if common ratio is x, then it will be 5x plus 7x. So after 4 years, so according to question, after 4 years, after 4 years, Rahul age will become how much? Rahul age. Now Rahul present age is how much? 5x. So after 4 years, it will become 5x plus what? 4. Okay, 5x plus 4. Then after 4 years, Rahul age is 5x plus 4 and Harun age is how much? 7x plus 4. Now if you will sum these two, sum of these two will be how much? How many years? 56 years. So how you will write? If you will plus these two value, these two age, 5x plus 4 plus 7x plus 4, you will get how much? 56 years. Now how you will solve? This variable and variable you will plus. So 5 plus 7 you will get 12x. 4 plus 4 is how much? 8, equal to 56. Now 12x. What you will do? You will transfer this 8 to right hand side. It will become 56 minus 8. Now 12 is equal to how much you will get? Sorry, you will get 48, isn't it? 48. How much you will get? 48. Now if you will transfer this 12 to here, here it is multiply, here it will become what? Divide. So x equal to 48 divide 12. So 48 divide 12 value will be how much? I think 4. So x equal to how much? 4. So their present age will be, therefore therefore present age of Rahul, what we assume? 5x, isn't it? So this is not T, this is L. Rahul, 5x means what? 5 into 4. X is what? 4. So 5 into 4 is how much? 20 years old. So present age of Rahul is how much? 20 years old. Again, present age of Harun will be how much? 7x. 7x means 7 into 4. So it is 28. So their age is how much? 20 and 28. So hope you have understood. Now the next question I will read out. So after question number 9, I will solve question number 14. So later I will solve this question. Question number 14. Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. Okay, Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency notes of denominations rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 respectively. See she is having some currency, and all the currency is of how much? 100, 50 and 10 respectively. The ratio of the number of these notes. So how many 100 notes are there, how many 50 notes are there, how many 10 notes are there? Their ratio is given 2:3:5. So this is the ratio. Okay, ratio is given of all the notes. The total cash with Lakshmi is 4 lakhs. So the total rupees is how much? Lakshmi's rupees, including all this. Okay, all this rupees 4 lakhs. How many notes of each denomination does she have? Now we have to find how many 10 rupees note is there, and how many 50 rupees note, and how many 100 rupees note. So here we can see ratio is given. Number of the ratio of note is given, isn't it? So we will take, there will be one common ratio. So that common ratio will be what? Again we have to assume x. Okay, now see our solution. Let the common ratio between the number of notes of different denomination be x. So I have to, the common ratio as x. Therefore number of rupees 100 notes, rupees 50 notes and rupees 10 notes will be 2x. Means 2x notes are there for 100 rupees, and 3x note are there for 50 rupees, and 5x note are there for rupees 10. Okay, now amount of rupees 10 note, amount of rupees, sorry, not 10, 100 notes. Suppose you have how many 100 notes? 2x. So the amount means what? Money. So how much total money you will have of 100 rupees? It will be 100 into 2x. Why 2x? Because the number of that note is how much? 2x. That is why this rupees will be 200x. 100 into 2x means 200x. In the same way, amount of rupees 50 note, amount of rupees 50 note will also equal to rupees 50. Now it is 50 rupees, isn't it? If you have 50 rupees 5, then you will multiply 50 into 5, then you will get the total amount. In the same way, so here number of that note is how much? 3x. So you will multiply with 3x, so it will become rupees 150x. How much? 150x. Now next again, amount of rupees, how much? Rupees 10 note. Amount of rupees 10 note is equal to rupees 10 multiply, how many note is there for 10? 5x. So you will multiply with 5x, you will get 50. Now 200 into x rupees I have for 100 notes, and 150x rupees for 50 notes, and I have 50x of 10 note, and all this total is given how much? Total is given according to question, total is given how much? 4 lakhs. So 200x plus 150x plus 50x equal to given 4 lakhs. How much? 4 legs. Now here also we can see x, here also we can see x, here also we can see x, isn't it? So we can plus all this. How much you will get? 500. 200 plus 150, 350. 350 plus 50, how much? 400. Okay, you will get how much? 400. X is equal to 4 lakhs. Now you need the value of x, so you will transfer this 400 to right hand side. So here it is multiply, here it will become what? We know very well, that is here it will become divide, isn't it? So here it will become divide. Now how you will divide this? You know very well how to divide this. First you can cancel 20, 20. Okay, we can cancel denominator and numerator, can we get cancel. Now 20, 20 cancel. If you will divide 4000 with 4, you will get 1000. So what is the value of x? We got 4000. So how many notes are there for 100? We have assumed how many notes are there for 100? 2x. So what is the value of x? 1000. So 2 into how much? 1000. So how you will do? Number of 100 notes. 100 notes is equal to 2x. So 2x means what? 2 into 1000. That is what? 2000. So there are 2000 note of rupees 100. Now next, number of 50 notes. Number of 50 notes equal to how much we have assumed? We have assumed here how much? 3x, isn't it? So you will multiply 3x. Now what is the value of x? X is 1000. So 3x, 3 into 1000, you will get 3000. So how many notes are there for 50 notes? 3000. So now next, number of how much? 10 notes. Number of 10 notes is equal to 5x, isn't it? Now 5 into 1000. 5 into 1000 is how much? 5000. So how many 10 notes are there? There are 5000. So hope you have understood this question very well. These types of questions are very important in the exam point of view. So please practice this type of question as much as you can. So in this video, I will end up with this. So thank you all of you and have a nice day. And if you like my video, then please do like and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye. See you soon in my next video.